Children tossed around inside a local school bus during a crash. It is footage the Hickman County school system refused to release despite Fox 17's repeated requests citing the state open records law. In a Fox 17 investigation, we did obtain that footage through the parents of children who got hurt in that bus accident.
Now tonight, Fox 17's Erica Curry shows us why those injured students in Hickman County now say the school buses are simply not safe.
She hit the side of the window with her face and went in the air and hit her head, cracked her skull. Well, there was blood everywhere. There was a lot of people screaming, trying to tell me to go in the front of the bus, and I was not wanting to leave my sister's side. I was wanting to stay with her.
13-year-old Neely Hogan vividly recalls the details of this Hickman County school bus crash, which severely injured her then 17-year-old sister, Demetria Barner. The crash is erased from Barner's memory.
And now that it happened, I'm glad that I don't remember anything.
Pictures of Barner's hospital stay, x-rays of her injuries, scars, and constant pain have been her biggest reminders of this wreck until Fox 17 got this surveillance video nearly 10 months later. Their family watched it for the first time with us.
Back here, I see Demetria. She's been thrown in the air. This is Neely. She's being thrown in the air. Very scary. Very.
A map in the crash report from the Tennessee Highway Patrol shows what happened. Hickman County School Bus number 19 veered off the road while taking kids home from school in April 2014. The report says the bus traveled into the southbound lane and into a ditch, striking a fence, then struck a culvert.
And then we went airborne in the air and hit a tree.
Hogan and Barner are the students suffering from the most severe injuries in this wreck. Barner's injuries landing her in the hospital for 6 weeks. She still has regular doctor and orthopedic visits in Nashville.
Pull your ankle back as far as you can.
For permanent injuries.
When I walk, it hurts like my leg is going up in me.
Rods and pins are holding her 18-year-old frame together after suffering a crushed pelvis and right hip. Bruising and bleeding on her brain resulted from a broken skull on the left side of her forehead. The wreck also caused a collapsed lung, broken ribs, and both of her legs broken in half at the femur. It hurts Barner to walk, sit, stand, and lie, and she can't tolerate noise.
I think that if there was seatbelts, I don't think she would have been like this.
Their family wants to know why school buses in Tennessee aren't required to have seat belts and how the hard surfaces inside are supposed to be safe. We took their questions to the State Department of Safety, charged with bus inspections.
School buses are the safest vehicle on the road. No question about that. They are very safe if they're maintained and if we have good drivers behind the wheel.
This crash test video by IMMI, a company that has tested and crashed more school buses than anyone else in the world, shows the difference in results when children are wearing seatbelts and when they're not. The results are similar to what happened to Barner and Hogan in Hickman County. We used it to point out the safety concern of their mother.
How hard this seems to be, and then when there is an impact and no safety belts, that's exactly what happened to the children. Do you understand? Do you see the concern there?
Oh, absolutely.
Right now, Tennessee law only requires seatbelts for smaller buses weighing under 10,000 pounds. Lieutenant Robinson says the compartmentalization of larger bus features is part of what protects the children during a crash.
It keeps the children safe by its rounded features, by its cocoon-like outer housing, by the roof bows, the safety glass, etc., the padded seats, the floors that are very strong, the walls of the bus.
Despite 713 public school bus crashes in Tennessee last year, Lieutenant Robinson says only 2 school systems in the volunteer state have opted to put seat belts in their buses, both in East Tennessee. The cost for lap shoulder belts is estimated at about $7,000 per new bus. New buses for Metro Nashville schools have several seats with a harness system like this for younger riders. A 2002 report to Congress by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found that the addition of lap belts did not improve occupant protection for front-end collisions, which are most common. On average, it found about 5 children per year are killed in school bus crashes nationwide. NHTSA suggests money spent towards seatbelts would be better spent on other school bus safety programs that could save more lives.
It makes me feel that they don't care. Like they're children that's riding the bus, little kids. It just makes me feel that the world is careless.
Erica Curry, Fox 17 News.
State Representative Joe Armstrong is now pushing for legislation that would put seatbelts on all Tennessee school buses. If it's passed, Tennessee would be one of only 7 states in the country to mandate seatbelts like this. Meanwhile, the TBI is awaiting toxicology results on the driver of the school bus that was involved in the crash in Hickman County. No one's been charged in that case, though the Tennessee Department of Safety tells Fox 17 this case is going to be presented to a grand jury in April.